Crypto lovers and enthusiasts, what up? Today we're going to look at charts, we're going to look at Bitcoin, we're going to do some technical analysis of the market, get an idea of where Bitcoin can go in the short term. I'm going to look at some different scenarios, some different ideas of where people think, other speculators think the price could go. It's not necessarily divided 50-50 because lately I have seen more, I think, people saying that it's going to drop. And there are quite a few people that think it's going to go, but we have to go up, go higher. I'll give you my idea of where I think it's going to go, and I'll give you an idea of other alternatives that I think could also be likely. All right, so we can get an idea. What I can say is that it's not a bad time to accumulate. Even altcoins, although they say right now it might not be the best time, I beg to differ. You can get some good deals right now on altcoins. And I'm also gonna show you guys the tweet the SEC made that I was trying to find yesterday, and I found it. Surprisingly, I found it on the on the SEC's Twitter. So we're gonna look at what they said there regarding the whole. It was kind of an indirect regarding the whole fake ETF news. All right. It's very quick, very short. So we got some stuff to cover. Hopefully it'll shed some light into what direction and Bitcoin could possibly go and give you a better idea of what you should be doing. Hint, what I'm doing is accumulating slowly. But my situation is different than yours. I'll explain that. Could be different than yours. If you're not in this market, it could be the best time to do it. So without further ado, let's do this. All right, first things first. So yesterday I talked about the SEC giving this tweet, right? This is what they said. Careful what you read on the internet. The best source of information about the SEC is the SEC. And this was October 16th. Indirect. So I looked at all the other stuff, all the other tweets that they made, and this is the strangest one out of all of them. They all have kind of something regarding, what they're doing or whatever, some type of news, some type of info. And this one is just kind of like a strange, just weird tweet, kind of cryptic, almost like indirect, definitely indirect. Careful what you read on the internet. The best source of information about the SEC is the SEC. So they're alluding to that fake ETF news, right? They're alluding to that, kind of like letting crypto Twitter know, we're watching you guys. We're watching crypto. We know what's going on. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to read from that, other than maybe they're gonna use that fake ETF thing as a reason to deny, but they're running out of options. Okay, they're also running out of time, so they're gonna have to make a decision one way or the other, and I am leaning towards that they will eventually approve Bitcoin ETF. When? I'm gonna say next year, but they could surprise us and do us this year, although I doubt it. Something like this makes me say they're gonna use as much time as they possibly can to fight off the inevitable. All right, so yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys because I couldn't find the tweet yesterday. Although I didn't really look at the SEC website. I should have. I mean, not the website, the Twitter account. I should have though. Okay, so Bitcoin. We're looking at the monthly because I think the bigger time frames give you kind of a clearer picture, less noise. Okay. Clearly we are in this channel and clearly we can see, okay, top half bullish, right? The top part of this, although we've never been there before, only this blow off top area here, or the height of the previous bull run. And then since then, we spent quite a few months underneath this area of 25,000, right? Now we're kind of in the middle, in no man's land, as I've mentioned. Do we stay there? Some people think we're going to drop back down. Some people think we're going to drop back down to 20, which is like right around here. And some people think that a 50% correction could be in the cards, and that would bring us down even lower. That would bring us basically back down to the cycle lows, right? To the cycle lows, which is around 15.5. I just have a hard time seeing it, guys. I really do. Okay, so let's go in a little bit deeper. All right. As I mentioned, my theory is maybe we go up, test right here. This is the second half, the new year, 2024, right here. This block, the first few months of it, January, February, March, April, the first 3-4 months of it. Within those first 3 months, I think maybe we drop back down, create a wick down here, right, and then from there maybe grind back up and really go hard after the Bitcoin halving, which is right here around April, right? Around April. So that's what I think. So right now, this could be a good accumulation time. Now, could I be wrong? And you know, we do go back down. We test this. I don't think we go below it. I honestly don't. I don't think we go below 25,000. But if we do, that's opportunity. That's opportunity. Okay, so that's how you got to look at it. Dollar cost average. You know, making, if you're not in the market right now, I would strongly consider start looking at start doing your homework. You know, assess your risk, right? If you don't want to do too much risk, Bitcoin, just do Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you want to increase your risk, start going down the line, right? Start going down to mid caps. And if you really want to get risky, like me, then buy low caps. Good projects, but you got to start doing your research. You got to start doing your homework. Look on Twitter, and then go from there. Look on YouTube. Look at as many sources as you can, and start forming your opinions. And start looking at projects and saying, I like this one, I like this one, I like that one. It's not a complete science. It is also an art, okay? And you have to add your own spin to it, guys. All right. Already 8 minutes. Holy crap! What does the time go? All right. So that now. What could put credence to us dropping? Well, the dollar. Dollar is looking fairly strong, my friends, right? It looks like we are heading up here. Looks like this 105.80 has been tested, and now maybe we come up here, but we'll see. Also of concern, the government bond yields, 10-year. Okay, we're over this right here. This 4.55, and it looks like we could be heading higher. We're almost at 5%, 4.9911 now. We've been here before. All right, 2007, August or so, right around there, May 2007, from pretty much March 2007 to around August before we started dropping below it, and we spent a few years below it, guys. All right. How many years did we spend above it? Well, since 1980, until we lost it for the first time, July 2002. All right. So the 21st century has been good to us. We've been below this line, and for the first time since that time in 2007, basically the second time in the 21st century, we're above it. See what happens. That's negative for the other markets, guys. That's negative for the other markets. Some interesting things. Now, if we spike out, we'll see that the Dow Jones doesn't look as scary, right? Looking at it from the 1 month, we could see some strong support here, and it could be that we just stay in between this, 33.5 and 32.7. If we lose this, then yeah, okay, it could be bad, but maybe we just stay around here, before maybe another move up, Same thing with the Nasdaq, right here, right? S&P 500. S&P doesn't look slightly scary, but still there's support right here, and I don't know if we drop all the way down here. So some things to consider. All right, now the BTC dominance continues to go higher, and it could be that we head up to 60, right? It could be that we head up to 60. I don't know if we get up into the 70s, but it could be that we do this before we come back down, which is bad for the altcoins, right? But even within the general altcoins, there are opportunities. There are altcoins that you can look at right now that have moved. Yesterday I made mention of some of them, the charts that look strong, right? The gaming ones, NACA, GFAL, they look pretty strong, guys. And there's some other ones within all these different sectors. Real world assets, they all look for the most part, relatively weak. But there's opportunity there. Real world asset plays are, I think, are going to be huge. Okay. That's pretty much it. Let's quickly look at the daily. All right, let's turn this. In this area, right between 31,800. This is not the daily. This is the monthly still, between and 25,000, guys. Look at all the bodies. They're right here. Okay. Do we drop down here to 20, all the way down here, or more to 17, 18? We have this window right here, basically. This window right here, these next few months till the end of the year. If it's gonna happen, it's gotta happen relatively soon. Let's go back in history. What happened November of last year? It was a drop. December, same, before we started moving back up. All right, let's see what happened over here. Where is November? November, December, and this is 2019. November was down. December was down before up. Okay, interesting. July, December. Obviously, we were in an uptrend this year, right, in 2020. So November and December were excellent. We are not in an uptrend yet. We are still kind of feeling our way. We are in the midpoint, as we can clearly see, between bull and bear. We are in the midpoint. So to lose this and drop back here, we're breaking structure. I don't know. It depends on what the rest of the market does, guys. But what I can say is that this is a good area to accumulate. Let's look at the bull market support band, okay? And then now let's look at the daily, and then we'll finish up, all right? We are over this, and this is more or less a retest of it would be around $28,000. We're at 28,362. Do we test right here and maybe see if there is strong support here? Maybe we don't even go down here, and this from here we bounce up and really go up here first, like we have before. Go up here first, test before coming back down, as I mentioned. That's my theory. I'm gonna stick to it for now, unless I see something different. Right now, I don't see anything different. I don't see any. Although I just mentioned, you know, the dollar and the bond yields looking bearish. But the other aspects of the market don't look half bad. And Bitcoin is staying strong. Okay. Correlations, I don't know exactly what they are, how they are lately, but it looks like Bitcoin is doing its own thing a little bit. Everything is obviously connected, but it's doing its own thing, and it could be that we do go up. All right. If everything goes to poo-poo, if everything goes to shit, then, you know, obviously then we come back down here and maybe we lose it. But all things being equal, guys, I just have a hard time believing we go lower than 25. And right now I have a hard time seeing us drop below. Now, if we break this and then we break this uptrend, you know, at around like 26,400, then yeah, I could see that. Let's go back to this one. This is more, you know, but there's support right here, guys. A lot of support right here, guys. A lot of support right here. So to break through all that and come back down here, to break the structure right here, it's going to be tough. There's got to be some type of news event that's going to trigger that to happen, right? Not just how things are right now. Something has to happen. The SEC has to say some crazy stuff. The dollar has to surge up higher. Things in the Middle East have to escalate more, which could happen. Black swans could happen, right? But we'll see. We're gonna leave it at there. There are opportunities right now. There are opportunities in projects. Next week we'll take a look at different low cap plays that we can look at different charts. Okay, I'm gonna study them this weekend because obviously I want to get into the ones that I think are promising. We're probably gonna look at REI. REI is one low cap gem that I've been waiting to get below a certain level. So we're going to look at that. We're probably going to look at Veracity. All the ones that I've mentioned, if you watch my channel lately, all the ones that have been mentioned. We're going to take a look at trias as well. But that's all next week, guys. Right now, we're seeing what Bitcoin does, right? And like I said, my situation, I'm already heavily invested. And now with the capital that I have left, I can afford to be extremely cautious, extremely careful, waiting for price points, and just being patient. WatsPay is another one that I want to look at next week, because I'm strongly considering starting to put money back in WatsPay. But I'm going to be very patient. We still have the rest of this month, although, the rest of this year, although we could go up. It's also possible that we can go down and I could find better price points. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And if it goes up, well, I'm already invested, so I'm good to go. But if your situation is different, if you're not invested and you're considering it, no better time like the present, guys. All right, let's leave it there, guys. If you could, please please subscribe, click the notification bells to receive all the notifications of the videos. I do videos Monday through Friday. Okay, and if you can, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know your thoughts on the market. I really appreciate it. I'll reply to all comments. That's it, guys. Talk to you later. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.